Cool. Hello, everyone. So I'm here. I'm joined with Poppy from the Global Communications team at Restless Development, and I'm joined by Vanessa, who is a young climate activist from Uganda. Today is the Global Youth Strike for Climate. So hundreds of countries and young people, hundreds of countries are joining in the youth strike across the world. If you go to our Facebook, you could see that I was live from London's youth strike. We tried to connect and talk to Vanessa, but we had technical difficulties. So instead, we're going to have a bit of a chat with Vanessa now about sort of why it's important that young people are striking around the world. So Vanessa, if you could just tell us a bit about where you've been striking and why, and when you started striking.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa, I'm 22 years old. I started striking in the first week of January 2019, that is this year. And I've been holding most of my strikes in Kampala, different locations. We have different sub-cities in Kampala. We have Bugolobi, we have Nakawa, we have Luzira, Chintale, and I've been holding most of my strikes in those locations. And mainly I strike because I have fear for destruction of the earth. I have fear for destruction of this small inheritance that we have, because for all of us, earth is our inheritance. We may have inheritance from parents, from relatives, but our major inheritance is this earth, and if we do not fight for it to save it, we will have nothing left. Yeah. So that is why I strike Friday, because I want my government and all the government to take action, to listen to our cries, to listen to our activism, and try to defend us the way that we are doing.
So do you tend to strike every Friday, Vanessa?
I usually hold it every Friday. Sometimes I also hold a strike on Sunday.
And do you have, because you're part of Fridays for Future Uganda, right?
Pardon?
And tell us a bit about Fridays for Future Uganda.
Fridays for Future. Okay, I started strikes in Uganda, so the laws are somehow strict and it's hard to hold a very massive strike. That is why most of them are usually individual strikes, or I get people to talk to and maybe they make videos and they send them to me to bring out their message in that way, because it's hard to hold a very massive strike in this country. But it's going on well because students are starting to know about it through social media. Yeah.
And what do you think about young people like all around the world striking at the same time?
It's really amazing. It's a sign of unity. What I know is that if you want to achieve something, all you need is unity. And that is what we all have as young people. So this unity is going to help us win this battle against climate crisis.
And what do you think needs to be done about the climate crisis?
I think every country needs to declare a climate emergency for all their states and to bring up methods always of mitigating the effects of climate change, the effects of the climate crisis. They should also stop some of the activities that are contributing to this climate crisis, issues like deforestation, air pollution from the different industries. They need to put tax on certain industries that release these dangerous gases to the atmosphere. Like here in Uganda, most industries, I don't think they are taxed in regards to pollution. So the environment is really bad, especially when they are releasing those gases from the industries. So this is what we are fighting against.
And as a young person, how do you feel received about your views on climate change?
Pardon?
How do you feel like you're received as a young person when you're speaking out about climate issues?
Well, when I'm speaking, sometimes people stop by and ask me questions. Like, why are you doing this? But sometimes I hold the strike early in the morning, like on Sunday. And you know how Sunday is a resting day for most people. So they ask me, why are you out of bed? And I'm like, I have to tell people about the crisis that we are facing right now, to tell people about climate change, because most people don't know about it. Most people don't really know that the signs of climate crisis. So through these strikes, I feel I'm able to tell them, because some stop and read my signs, some stop and ask questions. So it really gives me hope that something can be done. Because in Africa, the main problem is that few people know about it. Yes, everyone knows climate is there, climate change is there, but they really don't know the science, they really don't know the impacts. So that is what we are trying to bring out as young people, to give knowledge unto the people, because when the knowledge is given, they will learn that it is their future that they have to fight for. That is why I'm putting my main focus on these younger students in primary school, because when they are educated and told about climate change, they'll be able to fight for the future that they want. Yeah.
Wow. And do you think that more and more young people in your community and across Uganda are starting to understand more about climate change?
Yes.
Brilliant. Amazing. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Vanessa. Sorry that we couldn't connect properly during the strike itself, but at least we've had a chance to chat now.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add about the strikes? Any messages you have for young people, like wherever they are in the world?
Well, I just want to say thank you to all the young people that have come together to fight for this cause, to fight against this climate catastrophe that we are facing right now. Because it takes bravery, it takes courage to do this, especially those who are striking alone, and those whose countries haven't yet started striking. My advice to them is that you start alone, because even when you start alone, the rest will see from you and they'll follow you. Because even here in Uganda, I started alone, but now people are starting to know about it and they're joining in. So they shouldn't give up, they should keep striking and demanding for what they want. The leaders will have to listen by force. And
Amazing.
then the
Cool.
other
Thank
thing, yeah, I would love to thank you guys, Restless Development, for the opportunity and for the platform. It is amazing. I really appreciate.
Oh, no, thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with us, and well done on the striking. Keep it up.
You're welcome.
Cool. Thanks, Vanessa.